Welcome to the Despretenshow. Despretenshow. I've changed this name so many times that I don't even know how is the correct one. The currently one. Current one. But let's go get to the point. I am posting on my Instagram account where all of my so-called friends are about everything that comes to my mind. I just told a joke. See? This is my clothes from the day that I posted it. If you're there, you know what I'm talking about. So I posted it in a funny way so I could unblock my comedy self. I just want to unblock every trait of my personality in that profile. It is free. I didn't imagine that I could do that for free and be able to talk with myself in a most freeing way ever, because people doesn't know that this tool can actually help you if you work this, if you're able to realize the powerful tool that you have in your hand, that you can change your life with it. Not just about work or jobs or gigs, but personality that I'm trying to develop. My personality was weak. I didn't know my potential. Now I'm realizing it. It is like bigger than I thought it was. I didn't know at first when I started to record it, it was possible to achieve this kind of awareness of reality. Because when you are focused on posting just interesting things, your brain starts to work like, where are the interesting things that we have to find? When your brain is focused on sales, you're going to realize what you can sell, what you're going to sell, what was you were supposed to search, to develop, to sell, and so on. You're a singer, you start to realizing the appropriate songs that you can sing on Instagram. I'm a writer, I'm a songwriter. I started to realize, what can I see on Instagram that I can write about? There is lots of music that use like themes or subjects that have gone viral on videos on Instagram, and the songwriters write about it. It's interesting because when we use all the tools, all the tools that we have around us to help us, it gets easier to acknowledge our potential. We are able to use it. We are able to find a way out of situations, of hard situations, and realizing this situation that I was in wasn't easy. It took me a while to come out of my mind and look back to myself. It took me a while, and it's taking the time that you have to take. Everyone has your own time, but there are some things that we can work to run this path faster than we would run without the help that is necessary. There are some helps that is necessary, like mental health. If you're in a path searching for mental health, it's going to accelerate your pace towards your goals. You know, if you're quiet, if your mind is peaceful and you have to write something that is difficult, you're gonna write it faster when your mind is peaceful. I missed something. I was in a different path. If your mind is peaceful, you're going to write it, this difficult thing, this difficult whatever song that you were thinking about. You're going to write it faster than the ones that they're not they're not, you know. But I'm trying to find the right word, the right word. It's difficult to say some words like that's these two that I've just said, word and world. But I have tried so many times. I don't have a doubt about it, but I don't practice the much I wanted to practice. So it's kind of difficult, yeah. And I know that there is more, there is higher level to achieve. So it's just word and world. It seems simple to me, but I have to acknowledge this simplicity to overcome what I'm trying to achieve. It's not hard at all. Okay, word and world. But when it comes to Brazilian accent, Brazilian schools, Brazilian knowledge, we have this culture of saying that everything is harder than it actually is. So it's not hard. Your brain doesn't let you know how simple it is. If your brain are damaged by this culture, you have to clean it up to realize what is the real challenge. I think that it's not that complicated at all, because you have to train it. If when you say that it's complicated, you're not gonna practice. You need to practice it. If you change this phrase like I have to practice, I'm not on my best, you would just practice, and it is exactly what you need to get better. But cultural things in Brazil are always awful, terrible. I don't even know why we are used to acknowledge things like this. And now I'm getting the flow that I wanted. Yesterday I came here to record. I just think like I have to complain about Portuguese, I have to explain in English, but I decided that I'm not going to complain. I have to find a right path, a right rational path to conclude what I have to say. It's difficult. It is difficult, but I am practicing, and I've got here practicing and practicing till I got here, and I will keep practicing every week or every day, like speaking every day, but recording is every week. So I am able to fool my own mind into like I have to record every day. Actually, I'm recording every day. I just started this episode saying that I'm recording every day, and then I forgot it. I forget about it. I have forgot about it. And every day it's a new challenge. I come to in front of the sun, seated, and start to thinking about what am I going to say. I know that it's not the best way to practice, but actually I am practicing in Portuguese. That is difficult. It's different. There is a different difficulty to exercise. It's not the same thing, but it's almost the same thing. It's similar if you compare about the recording thing, the camera, and the tools that we have in hands, but it's comparable as a language, because I I don't have difficulty speaking Portuguese, but when I am recording, I try to be polite with the words. I try to be not speak that wrong, at least not that wrong, so much wrong. And I seem to be arrogant. I know it must be arrogant from those who are watching. But I started to fuck it bottom. I started to play the fuck off button towards different words, bottom and button. Eu tô traduzindo apertar o foda-se, mas não existe essa simplesmente não existe essa expressão em inglês. So I started to realize that if I turn on this character that doesn't care about anything, I am the one that is winning. Like, I'm increasing my skills of doing the things that everybody always do. Like self-esteem and going out and asking women to do whatever they want. And I have never done this like with this mature mind. I have never done something like this in my life. So I've started to getting confidence, speaking and making jokes. That is takes a little more creativity than just speak shit. And that's it. That's helping with my overwhelmed mind. I'm not thinking about everyone at the same time. I'm able to separate things that is important and which ones I don't care anymore. And recording on the street, it's easy now, and I see how I'm having fun, like alone. I don't need friends to have fun. And I'm able to recognize when I'm with my friends, so-called friends, like teamworks, colleagues from work, co-workers. And I'm able to realize when I'm with them, and I can have fun with them, and I can have fun together with them, and I can have fun alone. Why not? Why not having fun alone? I've heard a phrase like there was a guy, Chris Williamson, concluding a thought like, if you are upset about anything every day, why aren't you happy about anything every day? It's the same thing for sadness and happiness. It should be, but the brain doesn't acknowledge the fact that you can control your brain. You have you let your brain control your thoughts, and but we are our brains, but we have to accept accept that the reality that we create, the reality that we create comes from what we can imagine. And if we waste our time imagining bullshit, it's probably the things that are going to run our mind, run, like decide whatever we have to do and say. And what do you want to your future? You want to control your own mind, or you want to let the thoughts that people think, because people doesn't know how they think. When you study how do you think, how you think, if you're studying how you think, you're gonna realize like what you have to do to keep on thinking about positiveness. Why wouldn't you keep thinking about positiveness? If you were able to think about positiveness, why wouldn't you, if you could choose? And I realized that I can choose thinking about positiveness. It's way more simple than it seems. When you think that you're not in control of your mind, like I am on a path to find this control. When you think that you're not on control of your own mind, then you let lose the control that you already had. So this overwhelm of thoughts that ruin your mind when you think about the control. The control is all in your hands when you stop and realize it. But if you don't realize it, then you're ruined by your own thoughts. It's difficult to acknowledge. It's not that easy at all. You have to want it, you have to deserve it, you have to work towards it, you have to practice positive thoughts. And even when I'm in pain, I think about it, and the pain becomes more tolerable. The pain becomes easier to take in. The pain becomes a little less hurtful. The pain becomes a little bit less difficult to handle. And out of the sudden, you control your own thoughts and you don't even realize that it was difficult. I'm not saying that it's simple, but it's not simple to accomplish. It takes time, but it's simple looking from outside. You just have to do little changes on your routine. I'm not trying to teach you how to live your life, because I was on depression. I was on these negative thoughts. I was overwhelmed with this shit, and I regret it. I wish I could find this way out earlier, but everyone takes your own time, and I took mine. I'm here, like walking on the street. When I realized that walking like in the sun increases my hormones of something, some good hormones, then I started to walk under the sun. and getting up earlier to do whatever it is. Even though I'm getting late on my job, I I I woke up today 3 hours before the work time, and then even though I got there late, so it's not about being late. It's about being not. I'm not worried about being late. I'm not worried if I am going to be late. It was just 3 minutes, but still late. It is still late, but I'm not going to ignore that it's a mistake. I'm not going to pretend that it's not an issue that I have to fix. I'm not going to pretend. And my knee hurts again. My knee hurts again. Today my knee's hurting. My knees is hurting. My knees are hurting. I have two knees and both of them are hurting. So fucking bad. No, it's not. I was just improvising. But actually, they are not hurting badly. But just my my right side is hurting. This guy here. This guy is hurting. And I realized that I had to stop working out with my right leg to take the time to recover. But it didn't got back, didn't work. I stopped working out and it didn't work. I have to fix it. I don't know how, because I want to keep recording this. I want to keep walking on the street. I don't know if I'll be able to keep walking on the street and recording like I'm doing now, but I want to keep doing this. I won't promise, because my knee's hurting, and I'm not acknowledging the fact that my knee's hurting. So when I got my knee back, I think I can record more often. Like I walked yesterday, and then I'm walking today. Yesterday was Friday. I don't even know if I'm going to upload to upload. I don't even know if I'm going to upload that episode that I recorded yesterday. It was unbelievable how bad it was. It is unbelievable how bad it was. How difficult it was. I was worried about other things. Now I'm better. Because everybody worries about these things, but not everyone realizes how to stop these thoughts. Not everyone is able to stop these thoughts. So it takes time to get the control of your own mind. It takes time, it takes practice. I'm going to drink a sip of water. Not easy to take back the control of your own mind. If you have no thoughts on how to come back, it's easier than you think that it is. And I don't know why I change when I see someone that I already know. I don't know why. I just change. I'm thinking about it if I have no control of my thoughts of or it's just because I'm talking in English. How I'm on the street and I see a girl from the gym and I start to change my speech. It's almost unconscious. I don't know if I want to change or if I want to be want to be known as who's doing this that I'm doing. I really don't know. I really don't know. It's good. I know. I don't know if it's good or it's bad yet. I was kind of afraid of realizing that it's bad because if it turns out like it's bad, if it turns out like it's bad, I don't know how am I going to react. If it's bad at all, there's so much things that I could do instead of doing this, and I wasn't happy doing that things, and now I think I'm happy, but I don't know yet, because if I don't achieve success, I don't know if I would still doing this like 10 years from now. I don't know if the success idea that is keeping me strong, but if it's not the success idea, if it's my guts, if in my soul doing this, I'm going to realize it. Yet there's no how to realize it without trying and exposing myself. I'm just going in circles. I'm just going in circles. I know that I'm going on circles. It's not interesting anymore. I know. Because I'm thinking about people and I'm alone. My brain is not that prepared to give you advices. It's not that prepared to give you any advices, any advices. But I'm still doing this. I am doing this without being prepared because I'm speaking about good things. I'm speaking about good things. Of course, I am speaking about good things. I can't speak about bad things. It's a thing that I realized. But sometimes I play a character that is bad. And I know how to be bad, how to be evil. I know exactly how to be evil when I want. And I'm afraid of this character taking over the control of my life. If this character takes the control, I will finally be happy. My God, I'll finally be happy if this character takes control of my life. Because this kind of happiness that I'm seeking, it doesn't come from what I'm trying to do. It comes from fulfillment, achieving my dreams. And it's not shallow shit. And I don't even know what is my dream. Then I cannot achieve something. I don't even know what is my dream. If I knew it, it was easier to achieve. It was easier, but I have fucking no idea what is my dream. And it's similar to helping people. It's almost helping people, but I know that helping people is too generous. Generally, too dark. Helping people is too generally. It's not that specific to achieve. How can you help people? It can be easier, or it can be so much harder. People is who is people? You know, who is people? I feel like sitting and talking with this dog. Look at this. I feel like just being sit here. Look. I miss my dog. Look, I miss my dog, and it's so. It's a female, of course. It's a female, but I didn't know what I was talking about. I don't know what I was talking about. I miss my dog. He was the best dog that someone could have, actually, for real, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly how a dog should be, and he is what every dog should be like. Because he was savage, and he was loving at the same time. He didn't wear any collar, dog leash. He didn't wear any dog leash, and I just I just let him do whatever he wanted to do. And I live on the farm and on the countryside, so he was able to run wherever, whatever places he used to. Bom, cara. He used to hunt alligators. How it's called, that little alligator, calango. He used to hunt calangos, little alligators, salamandras. He used to hunt salamandras, and I'm kind of emotional right now. Can I help my that I help my because I helped my friend to bury one dog, his dog. I helped my friend bury his dog, and I'm sure that he suffered, and I didn't have the time to suffer for my dog, because I was working when he died. I was working at the time that he died, and I didn't have the opportunity to be sad about him. I didn't know, because I did everything I could when he was alive. I didn't have money, and even though I bought him the best food that it was available on the market. I bought him the best food, like the cheapest, cheap, the bought him expensive, the most expensive, the most expensive food on the market, and it didn't help like him to survive. I could buy the cheaper. This doesn't mean he's dead. No, I just loved him, took care of him, helped him to live a dog life, a real dog life. I don't know if you have a dog, but if your dog doesn't live a dog life, you should take him to live a dog life. A dog life means hunting, nature. It means his natural environment. I think like this. It's not a rule, but it's nice from you if you take a dog out in the park, because he's going to be anxious. I have like, when I work, there is two dogs that they bark out loud when you're going out every day. Everyone listen, this barks. It's too loud. Everyone is able to listen the barks. And then I don't know why the owner doesn't take care of their dogs. I don't know why. I just know that they are not being cared. I don't know. I know what I'm doing. I would say like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm letting people run my thoughts. And I should not be letting people run my thoughts. I'm able to run my thoughts. I won't let people run my thoughts. I can't swear, but I swear that I'm going to try to run it. I'm able to control. I'll say this. I will repeat this until I'm actually be able. I don't really know if I'm able or not. I'm just working towards it. It's it's not difficult. It's easy, because when you realize, I will just repeat what I was thinking about. I have to repeat. I have to say it the much times that I need to say till I be able to do it. I don't care. I don't care. I have to repeat this because I started to be weak while recording. I'm going to talk about the group that I created. I created two groups. I already said this, but I was going crazy, like trying to help people that didn't want to be helped. So I'm going to post this shit on the group. I'm going to show them what I am trying to help, how I can help, and I'm going to keep like studying with them, even though they are not giving a shit about it. I'm saying what I am going to do. Like I'm going to focus on what I need to study, not them, and I was showing them what I think they need to study. And now I'm thinking about what should I focus, what have what I have to focus, and I'm going to search for it and do this. It's better for me, and then they will learn with me. If they don't learn with me, along me, then I am still learning, and I was wasting my time trying to teach them, to show them something. I don't know what I was trying to show them. I just know that I was trying. I was recording, audios alone. I was speaking alone just to practice. I was calling them childish. And I was the one being childish. I don't know why, but I regret what I was doing. And as I realized that I regretted being childish, I started to be better. If you realize it, you start to realize when you're wrong, then you start to becoming better. In the group, this guy Junior, he he set a trap for me. He invited a friend to fight with me. He's so coward, and I'm not mad at him because it helped me. It actually helped me. I was doing everything that it takes to have a fight, and then he gave it to me. I didn't fight on real life. I didn't fight on the internet, and actually I wanted fight. I wanted to fight, and then I was fighting. I was mad at when I realized who was setting this up. It was a scenario made for me to fall. And this guy, Junior, is one of the worst interactions that I have ever been on. Because he's jealous, he's selfish. And then I asked him sorry. And he like, yeah, you have to ask it like as if I was in a movie. He's funny because I was playing and he knew about it. I wish I could explain it better, but I am thriving on explaining in English. I don't have words to explain this. I don't have enough vocabulary to explain a fight. And then I'm going to live. What I was trying to do, it's dangerous. Like I was creating a fake personality to try to help people that doesn't want to be helped. And I got one person, this guy Dan. I wish he's listening. I don't know if I'm creating this voice record to people that is fluent, because I'm not showing this to who is learning. They are not going to understand because they are lazy to listen like 1 hour of content. An hour. And I'm doing this, I think I'm doing this to advanced students, at least I think. And I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm just practicing what I think that is working. This thing working is being able to record without spending money, at least not because it if I'm recording it in English, I'm going to take the money in dollars. I think if I'm going to receive dollars to charge dollars, I'm going to charge dollars. I'm going to be rich in Brazil. I'm just kidding. But if I got it right about the dollar thing, if I get it right, someday I'll be recording outside of Brazil, abroad. And I hope it to be true. When I got there, because I'm thinking about watching the World 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 Cup. World Cup. Is it right? World Cup. I don't even know how to say Copa do Mundo, cara. That's why I'm practicing. Am I still recording? Yeah. I would like to watch the World Cup, like in Canada and the United States. I'm going to watch it there. United States of America and Mexico. I'm going to United States and Canada. I don't know if I would like to go to Mexico. But anyway, I would like to go there to watch it, and I'm sure I'm going to make it because it's clear to me. I'm going to study translation. It's going to be worthwhile. It's going to be worth it. I have just to focus on buying my computer. That's simple. Buying my computer, focusing on studying, like every week, every day, like I'm doing this, and I'll be in touch with the language working, and I will increase my abilities to translate and to speak and to read, and reading, speaking, and translating. It's going to be easy. I will get the money to record there. It's going to be practical, like recording on the street in the United States, asking people on the street, like a Brazilian guy doing this. I think it's I think it's better. I think it's funny. I don't know where I stopped. I was saying that I am going to buy my computer. I'm going to write successful songs in Belo Horizonte with Zé André. I'm going to buy my computer and I'm going to translate documents and stuff and translating all this things that I want to translate. I know exactly what it is, but I'm not going to say here. I know. Can you want me to prove? I will prove it to you. I'm going to translate documents and books and articles. I know how to do it. I know exactly what I have to do it. I'm going to study every fucking day until I get these jobs on these agencies. I'm going to get enough money with songs and translating things. This translating job. And then I'm going to watch the World Cup. The World Cup. I know how to say this. World Cup. I'm going to watch it in United States. I'm going to travel there and record content. I'm going to make a good job, you know. Bye.